So what are the questions I get asked the most about perimenopause? How do I know if I'm in perimenopause? It can be hard to tell because the symptoms can come on slowly, but common symptoms are hot flashes, forgetfulness, mood changes, irregular periods, excessive sweating. If you're unsure but think you might be in this stage, you can go look at the Menopause Society website and you can check the 32 symptoms that they have listed there. Bearing in mind though that through perimenopause, there are other symptoms as well that aren't listed. For example, like itchy ears and burning mouth syndrome. Number 2, how long does perimenopause last? It's different for everybody. Some people are 2 years, some people are 7, some people are 10. So buckle up because it might be a long ride for you. Number 3, can I still get pregnant with perimenopause? Yes, you can. As long as you're menstruating, you can fall pregnant, so you still want to take precautions. Having said that, the pill is not a great treatment option for perimenopause. You want to take HRT because the pill has different dosages and a different type of hormone and is not optimal for perimenopause women. What treatments are available for perimenopause? There are so many treatment options, which include things like pharmaceutical HRT, bioidentical HRT. There's natural remedies like natural foods that you can take. There's things like acupuncture, and there's a whole lot of different options. So don't feel like just because the pharmaceutical option is spoken about the most, that's the route you need to take. Please do research. Find what works for you because everybody is different. I personally know people who have done it naturally and feel like they've been very successful and they stand by what they take. I personally take bioidentical hormones and I stand by those, but I know people on the pharmaceutical hormones and they're the same. So you can find what works for you. Are mood swings common during perimenopause? Hell yes. Your mood can go from 0 to 200 in a split second. And in between that, you can be as depressed as all hell, go through sadness, rage, anger, frustration, right up to being ecstatic about something. And your moods can do that, flip and flop between those all day, every day. Your hormones are all over the place, so it's just not a time where you're going to be very stable. Even on HRT, because your normal hormones are going up and down like that, it's not a cure, it's not an end to that time in your life. So learning to manage those emotions and those feelings during this time is very helpful. I would recommend seeing a counselor, a psychologist. That's what I did, and boy, did that make a huge difference. Is HRT safe? Yes, HRT is safe. In fact, the risks of not taking HRT are greater than the risks of taking it. Even though the pack of HRT comes with a warning on it that says these have been known to cause cancer, you're more likely to get cancer from drinking. And a bottle of booze doesn't have the cancer risk on it. Not taking HRT has risks of cardiovascular disease, muscular disease. Your bones start to get brittle. You start to age quickly, your skin gets dry. Taking HRT is a very healthy option for treating yourself during perimenopause. This one's a biggie. What can I do about vaginal dryness? Now, a lot of women don't realize as they're going through perimenopause, when they get an itchy vagina, they think they've got thrush. So they'll often go off to the pharmacy and get creams and treatments for thrush, but can't understand why they can't get rid of it. Eventually, they'll go to a doctor or someone, and the doctor will say, if they know what they're talking about, you're going through perimenopause, so you've got dry vagina, which makes you itchy. There are a number of things you can do. You can buy creams to help provide moisture there, but there is also a little pessary, it's a little tablet. You have to get this prescribed by the doctor, and it has a small amount of estrogen, a very, very small amount. And if you use that regularly, you'll find that you provide more moisture, and it also helps with sexual desire as well. Can exercise help with perimenopause symptoms? Absolutely. In fact, it's a must. Exercise, like I've said before, it helps your muscles release endorphins or feel-good hormones. It brings down your blood sugar levels. It helps you sleep. It improves your mood. There are so many benefits to exercise. Please do even a little bit if you can. When should I see a doctor? Whenever you want to, whenever you can. The earlier you start taking HRT, the better. The earlier you start managing your symptoms, the better. Don't let this get too far. There's no point, there's no need, there's no harm in taking the HRT. You might as well help yourself now. What is this brain fog all about? Because estrogen is found in every cell in our body, it affects everything. So naturally our brain's going to be affected. And what happens with the brain fog is we become forgetful. Our brain stops operating as efficiently. In fact, there's studies that have shown when they've done brain imaging how the brain patterns change during perimenopause. By going on HRT and by improving the estrogen in your body, but also by providing lots of oxygen to your brain, getting exercise, those will all help your brain fog as well as getting good sleep. Do we put on weight during perimenopause? Unfortunately, this is a big yes, and women can put on anywhere between 2 and 20 kgs. I've known people that have put on 40 kgs over this time. Unfortunately, during perimenopause, our metabolism changes and we start to put weight on around our midriff. Not only do we put on weight, but we also change shape. Diets, regular exercises that we used to do, living the way we used to do doesn't seem to work anymore. And you can try and do those same things over and over again, but they often don't work. You've really got to change your lifestyle. You've got to change the way you think about food and eating and exercise, and possibly even change your nutrition, because you don't know what's going to work for you specifically if you want to lose weight or keep your weight down without trial and error. If you have any more questions for me, please send them. I'll be more than happy to answer them.